Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl on EA Sports. Coming up, the AFC, riding a 3-game winning streak, gets set to take on a hungrier group of rivals from the NFC. I'll check you again at halftime. But for the call of the Pro Bowl, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
The crowd is fired up, we're fired up, and we are underway in the 2020 Pro Bowl. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 41 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack, and he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's the cream of the crop offensively, the starting unit for the NFC.
And since it's a Pro Bowl roster, you can have 11 guys from 11 different teams trying to get on the same page. You know that's no easy feat. So line communication calls, that's big. Audibles, hand signals, you want to make sure everyone is connected so no one gets hurt.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Breeze to his Saints teammate Thomas for the NFC first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Gurley, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The starting defense now for the AFC.
And as expected, there's speed and talent everywhere you look on this Pro Bowl roster. Let's keep an eye on the secondary because they're going to be tested in a big way. It's the Pro Bowl. Not many running plays. The ball will be in the air on almost every snap. Fortunately for them, roster full of cornerbacks who are used to playing on an island.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Gives this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Again, it's Brees. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Brees to throw. It's complete to Jones. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As the offense comes out here, CD, we got to talk about the big one. We've waited for it all season long, down to the final 2 in Miami. All the glitz, all the glamour. What do you think of this matchup, partner?
And a lot of folks thought that this might be Baltimore and San Francisco. They were the 2 best teams in the regular season. But Kansas City, many thought might very well have been number 3. And they ended up getting the home field advantage after the Ravens lost to Tennessee. Took full advantage of that and found their way to Miami. Interesting thing for me, these 2 coaches, Andy Reid, he's been to the Super Bowl before. He was head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, and they lost Super Bowl 39 to the Patriots. And then Kyle Shanahan, he's been there as a coordinator with the Atlanta Falcons, a 28-3 lead against the Patriots in Super Bowl 51 before losing that one in overtime. One of these coaches is going to get his first Super Bowl win. Can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the big play, a chance to finish now. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Breeze now to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Ready.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. All day, baby. All day. All day.
On 1st down, Breeze. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready. 95-56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze hurts over the middle. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw again. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And the kick by Rosas is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He completes it to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
You're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Breeze. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze going to throw. And Thomas has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, wait a second. 3 down.
Breeze now on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Breeze. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Breeze. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Rosas' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ballgame brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Patrick Mahomes and the AFC ready to go on offense. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent, and of course the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well, and right now he's the focal point of it.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man is Gordon, complete. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 36. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Drew Brees in the offense. Down by 15. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Breeze. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. To throw again on second down. Breeze. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's working on a string of 8 straight completions. Breeze now to throw. And it's caught. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Rosas good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the AFC is going to cover this up, and that should do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.